Young football team, we got 119 guys running around and making plays for us, and we're healthy right now. So obviously that's a huge part for us, is being healthy, especially in the preseason, and getting a lot of reps. You know, if the weather would help cooperate a little bit, you know, that would be nice with all the rain that we've had the last couple of days. But you know, it's just one of those things we're gonna have to play it in the fall, and just need to keep moving forward and keep getting our quality reps in.
When you look at both sides of the ball, which side's kind of, is either side ahead of each other, or is it kind of equal right now?
I would have to say we're equal right now, but you know, offensively and defensively. You know, obviously having our starting quarterback from last year back, Alex Downer, helps with, you know, having the offense be moving forward. You know, and Donovan Henderson, and then you know, Connor Bettis and Brady Nyland, those guys that have been playing many snaps for us. That's a huge part. And then you know, obviously defensively, when you return, you know, the three guys up front, and our fourth guy from last year, Josh Danny, Nolan Sype, Garrett Walker, and Jacob Cooper. You know, our defense gets solidified really quickly. So right now it's neck and neck, I would say, if you want to do things. But there's a lot of young, talented guys out there that are still out there earning spots for us.
We've had a couple new staff who've come in this year. How have they helped so far with the process?
Our staff has been awesome. You know, I hired Coach Thalen to be our defensive back coach. Coach Thalen played for me when I was the D coordinator, now in college. You know, he's an academic guy. Never had to worry about him. Really good academic student. He's a really good football player too. So really excited to have him on staff. We added Coach Ramos this last summer when he's taken over being our linebacker coach and bringing a wealth of knowledge from, you know, Division I, Division II, and even some NFL background, and it's just making us that much better. So we're really excited about our staff right now.
You're wrapping up camp this week, and then you have a game week next week. How does that differentiate week to week? What things will you be doing differently next week that you're not doing right now?
To be honest with you, we are already kind of preparing for next week and taking the necessary actions that we need to prepare for next week, and you know, implementing game plan things throughout the week. Maybe not as quickly as you would when you're into the heat of the season, but you know, we're implementing things a little slower so that, you know, with all these young guys that we do have playing for us, we're making sure that we don't make those big critical mistakes.
When you talk to the guys about the opener, what do you tell them? I mean, I'm sure you've had conversations already about this. What's been the theme about that so far?
I mean, it's a game where the last 2 years that I've been the head coach at Manchester, it's been a really good game. There's always a turning point in those games, and we have to continue to keep staying positive with what we're doing. You know, Trine's a really good football team, and you know, Coach Apps and his coaching staff do a great job up there. But to be honest with you, at this point right now, we have to just focus on the Spartans and continue to keep focusing on ourselves and getting better every day.
How have the freshmen been acclimating themselves to campus and to the program so far?
They're doing really well. We got some characters, but again, you know, when we talk about talent, this is a really talented group, and they can do some special things, and we're really excited to see what they can do as we get into game situations.
What are going to be one or two big keys for the year that's really going to make or break how this season goes for you?
Our leadership, I think, is the big one. You know, obviously, when you have 7 captains last year, and 6 of them graduated. One of them was actually here in pharmacy school, and then you know, Dakota being Dakota, you know, having the NFL tryout and pro day and all that good stuff, and our leadership in those seniors and how they want to be remembered at Manchester, and not just on the football field, but in the classroom and out in the community. And so that's going to be the big part. And then how quickly can they get the young guys to buy in? And so far, they're doing an awesome job. Our young guys are buying in, and we're really starting to create that whole team, that whole family feel, and that's where we're at right now.
What is the biggest X factor for the team this season?
Our youth. Our youth, we are a really young football team. We have more first years on our roster right now than we do upperclassmen. But that class is very mature for their age, and that mixing with our upperclassmen and the guys who have kind of helped us take that next step as a football program. You know, my first year we went 2-8, the second year we went 6-4, and you know we're ready to take that next step. And I think these young guys and our older guys have the same idea and the same expectation.
You know, speaking of that, how do you keep the momentum moving forward?
We can't talk about last year. To be honest, don't worry about last year. This is a different team with different makeup and different guys, and we have to continue to just keep pushing forward. We're staying positive in everything that we're doing right now, and you know, just keep practicing and keep getting better at what we need to do.
Absolutely. You play Trine coming up. Can you tell me what's going to be some of the biggest factors going into the game, and you know, to beat them too?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of respect for Coach Abs. He's been a really good coaching friend throughout the years here, and the coaching staff that he has there at Trine are all great guys and good football coaches. So, you know, a lot of respect to them. But for us, it's for the last couple of years there's been a few big plays in those games that we cannot let happen. You know, last year it was a punt return for a touchdown. That was a big play in the game. They got a big long run touchdown in the kind of the last minute of the game. Those things can't happen, and our guys understand that those are the plays that will determine the game, and just having us make those play and hopefully not trying.
Absolutely. And lastly, for me, what have you guys been focusing on in practice, and what have you seen? How have you seen them grow through practice as well?
So the big emphasis for us is reps. Getting all of our guys reps and getting to know them quickly. You know, there's only so much that you can tell from a high school film or those types of things. But getting guys working together. You know, our second day on campus, we were out in the community and doing service projects. You know, the next day, you know, 3 hours later, we're on the practice field working together, running plays and our blitz combinations and all those different things. So that's kind of been the big focus for me as a head coach, is getting those guys to come together as that family unit and you know, working towards that same goal.